Hey guys, welcome back to Autocrat Primer, where we love us some what?
Transformers.
And today we're going to be taking a look at the 86 Studio Series 86 Starscream. Yes, I did find this bad boy, and it is now in my collection. I'm going to be honest with you, I was debating whether or not to get this figure. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm actually glad I did pick this figure up. I'm glad that I had it come in. One thing is that if you already seen the video where you see Starscream from the jet to the robot, you got the exact same mold. So I felt like, since this was already in the airplane mode, this gives you the airplane mode that you have. You do have some null rays that he can have in that are different from this here. That are these, that look like these. They can tab in. These are different. They're made to tab in and go flush. So let me just pull this off so you can see the difference. It is a blue at the end of it. It is painted same, pretty much the same, except it's flatter. I'm gonna have to have my beautiful wife to grab my beautiful cringer as he's wanting to make his way over here, because he heard that, hey, I have Starscream. And that means that he's got out his Transformers. That means it's time to play. So let me get this tab back in. There we go. There we go. So got that tabbed in. Let's put this back on. And yes, you know, the robot up underneath. Still do like this transformation. I enjoy it. The same as I do the Siege version. I just think it's very interesting how much taller this one actually is compared. Let's move him over to there. So there is that. So we're going to take a look at Starscream from the 86 Studio Series. Is he worth picking up, or is he just worth the pass? Well, we're going to talk about that, because if you have seen my red, you'll see where I've done the video on this Starscream. You also see that I did one on the Masterpiece Starscream that actually I gotten from my friend, and he let me do the review on it. But right here, if you have this one in the cloth cape, this is, you know, for if it's all you want is for it to be like this is pretty much a good figure to have. But let's just be honest, you don't have the throne. So we're going to take a look at the throne first. So this is actually the throne, you know, to the vehicle of Galvatron, the greatest villain ever. You have places back here where you can actually tab all the stuff in, and down here, this is all where your storage can be held, is actually on this platform itself. And the hair, white cat hair, is not included. But I thought it was really cool, because I'll definitely, when I'm setting up the 86 line, I kind of curious how they're going to use this Galvatron in the 86 line. Because you know, if they're using the Earthrod Starscream, and this is just a magnificent Galvatron, I think we'll probably see a Studio Series Galvatron, probably based off of this one here. Let's put him back here as he's going to watch. Let's talk about the bad comedy that is Starscream. So right up off the bat, let's raise the camera up a little bit. Let's raise you up just a little bit. Raise you up just a little bit. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the head sculpt. Right off the bat, you see it's a little bit darker. I will be honest, this is, from the Masterpiece, this one is very much pretty much the same. You got the crown, but this was painted. It's blue up there. There's the head sculpt right there. It just taps right on, and it's a pretty good little snug fit. I mean, it really is. It's a really good little snug fit. The arms, you can push the null rays up like so, and put his arms out. But because of the shoulder pad, that's about as far as you're going to get with his arm. And then transformation, I mean, if you take this here, you can pretty much get the full 360 around with his arm like that, and that's about as far out as you can go. It does tab in right here, and then you have this one right here. It tabs in just right there so that he could still have these on the sides. You do have a different hand with this one here that can open and close, kind of like what we saw with the Optimus Prime. Open and close hand. So I kind of like that. I was like, if you're going to do that and you've given us this, why not give us the wrist rotation? But they didn't. Starscream's head, even with this on, can do the whole bob in the head, go all the way around 360. You can definitely put him in some nice little poses. I kind of wish that you could have pulled this arm, like they could have at least put a joint, I think, here, so that you could at least have the arm move forward. Especially with that, I kind of wish they had also had just made this into a waist rotation, because you still do not have a waist rotation. I think they should have added that, but they didn't. Everything is the same. You could definitely tell the difference in the colors of Starscream is Jet, where this one here is very much like G1 accurate, and this one here is very cartoon accurate. As you can see, there's no stripes on the legs. He does have paint apps on his feet here, where clearly you can see he does too. So that's nothing that's a little bit different. Everything is pretty much standard to both of them. And then you have the cape, and if you do have the Masterpiece figure, you are familiar with this cape. It tabs in just right back here. You can untab it. I say that, and then on the camera, come on, wiggle that. It just tabs right in. You can actually do the same if you wanted to on the Earthrise. Tab it in just right there. You do have some nice paint apps right here on there. It has a little tab that is right there. You just bring that up. You just tab this in like so, and the cape has the wire. It's plastic, so it's got where you can actually fold it out, fold it in as you want to. I like that because it pretty much keeps it in a position that I think I honestly do like. The other thing too is that you're not worried about it being the cloth cape, because with the cloth cape, which you cannot believe, you can't really do a whole lot of poses with the cloth cape here. If it had like a wire in it, you might. I know there's some guys out there that actually do that, so you might watch their channels and see how you can get a wire put through the cape there. But overall, out of the Starscreams that we have gotten, especially from the Studio Series, you got this Starscream from the Bumblebee movie. Still, this one's still my favorite. Honestly, this is still my favorite. It's just nice. It's bulky. It's tall. It's menacing, and I think it's a nice rendering of Starscream. But I do think that if you didn't get the Earthrise, if you passed on getting the Earthrise, or if you already have the Earthrise, I'm actually happy to have this in my collection. I really am. I cannot wait to get some more of the 86 line. The only problem that I had is that when I was transforming him and moving around, that's the reason why I didn't do it anymore, is that I had a paint, as you can see, right where my finger is, just chipped right off when I was untabbing the chest. And I was like, well, am I going to keep doing that? And, you know, if it's going to chip off, I want to make sure I pointed that out. And as you can see, Galvatron is sitting and waiting to get rid of the bad comedy that is Starscream, as he's going to scream into her, "No, Megatron! No, you're bad comedy." And with that, like my grandpa said, hold on to something from your youth, you'll never grow old. Look to the stars, grab one for yourself. Y'all have a good one, guys.